Yesterday was October 3rd, and I didn't even make a Mean Girls reference. Hello again, team. It's Jess or JashiiCorrin, and welcome back for day 4 of my Month of Planning with Me series. Today, as can be expected, we're filling out my journal for the 4th of October, but before we get into that, time for today's tidbit. Today I figured I'd show you guys the filling out, or what I like to call population, of my holiday to-do list. This is a special collection that I make every time that I go on school holidays. As any of our teachers or friends of teachers would know, the school holidays is one of the best times to not necessarily get ahead, but get all of those things done that you just didn't get to during the term. For me, these holidays are all about marking. I have 7 assessments worth of marking to do. One of them I've already finished, and 2 of them I've already started, but there is still a lot to be done. Along with marking, there's also the preparations that I want to get done for term 4, just so that I have a more sane start to the term. Holiday to-do lists are something that I've been making in my journal since my first journal. I'd have to say that the first iteration of this holiday checklist was probably the one that I found the most success with, but I do still find it to be a useful collection to put into my journal any month that I have a holiday break. I find those holiday to-do lists really helpful to make sure I'm keeping myself on track with all the things I need to get done before the next term. And although I don't have anything to tick off on that one yet, I will have plenty to tick off over the next week and a bit. For my regular planning though, first things first, that would be checking off my tasks. So I can put a half cross on put away my laundry, which is half done. I can also cross off the Friday to buy list. Today, Vogel and I went out for a pretty extensive day of shopping and got a bunch of things that we either needed or have wanted for a while. I can also half cross tidy up desk, which is in the process of happening, and I can cross off that I set myself a new bedtime alarm to make sure I'm actually getting into bed by 10 PM. I do have a couple of other things that I want to add on here, so I'm just going to go do that now. So the things I've added are setting up my planter box, which is going to be happening tomorrow. Very excited. Also, booking in a hair appointment. I'm in the process of doing this technically, but I need to pick a new date because the one I wanted wasn't available. And then I've also got hair care because it needs some love. Flipping back to my monthly pages though. So I can tick off that shopping with Vogel did happen. Nothing to check off here yet. For my habit tracker, in terms of things that did happen, so did not have any fast food yesterday. Did finish work by 5, both today and yesterday. Didn't really comment on Instagram, so not going to fill that in. In terms of productivity yesterday, I am going to give it to myself because I did do some things that I would deem as productive. I did also get in some leisure time. And the same can be said for today. In terms of filling out my journal, both of those days has happened because I did it on camera. Did take my evening pill yesterday and totally forgot to do it tonight, so I guess that's the first thing I'm gonna do once I finish this filming. And I was in bed by 10 yesterday. I can also check off that I had my morning pill this morning. Do not forget to have this one. In terms of things that didn't happen, so didn't not have fast food today, gosh, I did so well at this last month and now I'm just struggling. Need to get back on track with that. It was the Instagram comments thing. Really, today was just shopping, and I don't think that shopping is going to count as something productive for me. Not in what I'm trying to aim for in terms of productivity. I will do this. I will hopefully do that. For my steps for yesterday, I got a whopping 2,900. It's not really anything to write home about, but it needs to get filled in. One of you guys commented on yesterday's video saying that you were a bit confused about this one because you felt that the numbers weren't in the right space, and you are 100% correct. When I drew this one up, usually I would put the numbers on like the places that they'd be on the ruler, but because I'm doing the Dutch door this month, it meant that I have a little bit less space, so I kind of tucked them in the middle of 1,000 rather than on the 1,000 mark. Yeah. And in terms of today's step total, I don't actually know the final amount, but I know that I've already gotten over 10,000, so I'm just going to colour the bar in. So the actual final number is something I'll have to fill in tomorrow, but flipping over, for Instagram, yesterday I was going to post my September bucket list, but I actually ended up posting a throwback to my mood tracker from last year. So all of that can now be filled in. I'm not too worried about posting these posts not on the days that I've scheduled them for. The list really is just to make sure that I have something to post on every day, so that I'm, consistent and whatever else. But they don't necessarily have to happen on the days that I've written them down for. In terms of these ones, I finished filming, editing, and uploading yesterday's, obviously. And I can also check off that today's is ready and filming. Well, technically this is for filmed, but again, by the time y'all see this, it'll be done. Alrighty. On to my monthly challenges. Spend less than $40. Ha 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 ha. No, that did not happen today. We bought many a things. And it's the 4th, so I should probably make sure I colour it on the right day. In terms of the 3rd, I have a sneaking suspicion that I did not spend over $40, but until we do our budgeting, I don't want to colour in that one. In terms of active minutes, didn't happen yesterday. Did happen today, though. So again, pink for it having been done, orange for it not having been done. For my 1 word a day, for yesterday, I think... my word for yesterday is just gonna be lazy day. And I know that's technically 2 words, but I didn't really do anything with a lot of effort or conviction or whatever you'd call it yesterday. It was pretty just like a cruising, chilling kind of day, so g'day. And in terms of today's word, that is going to be shopping. For my meal log, I can fill up to tonight's dinner. So a bit to fill in. Haven't had a snack yet today, but might happen before the night's over, so just gonna leave that one for now. That's all I've got for you guys today. I am so excited that tomorrow I finally get to set up my planter box. This has been like a several-year dream for me, so actually getting to have my own herb garden, very exciting. As you can probably expect, tomorrow's tidbit is going to be about the planter box, so if you wanted to see that one, please do make sure to tune in again tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked today's video, please do make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you wanted to see more from me, feel free to go check out one of my other videos. Until next time, bye! Sometimes I just don't get art. Like, does this look like what I think it looks like to anybody else? Huh?